number 3 from
Welcome.
the Dad Voice Podcast.
Welcome. If your mother took Tylenol when she was pregnant, that's why you're here.
That's right. That's why you're here.
That's why we're here sitting in your room.
Here because my mom took a lot of Tylenol.
Yeah.
She took the extra strength
Yeah,
stuff.
I would say there's some indications. So, at least she wasn't in pain.
Yeah, well, hey, it's acetaminophen. It does good, not good, or whatever the president said.
Yeah.
His mother obviously took acetaminophen.
She did, and some other stuff, too.
Some other stuff. She looked like his mother looked like exactly what I picture the witch from Hansel and Gretel to look like.
Yeah, she looks like a Downton Abbey character in my head.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's not the news this week.
No.
The Tylenol is. So,
yeah, the Tylenol.
And I just want to say, let's just off the jump.
Okay.
Because we're trying to keep it funnier and lighthearted. But I want to say, if you think that Tylenol causes autism, this ain't the podcast for you. We're kind of autistic, but you gotta be something way different than autistic to believe that Tylenol causes autism. Considering there's a 40-year gap between the first diagnosis and the invention of Tylenol.
If it happens to, I would gladly take that throughout my life.
Dude, are you kidding
If it
me?
means my mom didn't have some pain. You know what? Because I'm a mama's boy.
Telling you right
I
now,
love my mother.
If Tylenol causes autism, that's effectively saying that Tylenol is the limitless drug. And I can just go eat a bunch of it.
Take a bunch of Tylenol.
And you think the production has gotten good recently.
Dude, I ran an entire H&R block during tax season by myself. Like that lady who ran the Burger King by herself for that whole shift. Then I got fired because my liver failed and I was bleeding everywhere.
I was bleeding through my skin because of how thin my blood was. So yeah, that's one of the big headlines was the president and old gargoyle face decided that they were going to just fucking take a swing at Tylenol because
that's why RFK's voice is like that, because he spent so much time trying to swallow as much Tylenol as possible because he heard it might turn him into 11 from Stranger Things.
It all got stuck.
It's like gargling rocks every night.
Some people do Listerine. I do Tylenol extra strength.
I'm gonna kill it in Vegas when I can count cards.
Oh God!
I get a free steak dinner at the Trump casino.
And Donald Trump's immediately like, "Don't let him go to the casino."
Yeah.
It's very bad. Don't let him go.
Gonna bankrupt another one because he did learn how to count cards.
Yeah. Oh, but okay. So the Tylenol thing was a big point in the headline.
Yeah.
There was some other stuff. We don't have an hour for this subject, so I'm going to touch on it, and then we got to keep going.
All right. Touch on it. Promise to touch on it.
I promise to touch on it and then just keep going. But credit scores are at an all-time low, and it's because in this room, but also in the country because the financial system is collapsing. Which, okay, I told you I'm going to touch and go, but the only thing I want to point out is that credit scores weren't even taken into account until 1989. That's when they came out. And so, honestly, let's not let this get too far off the ground. As a generation, millennials should, with the help of Gen Z, should crash credit scores.
It's still early enough to stop. They're not that old.
They're not that old. So
your parents remember a life before them.
Your parents bought everything.
Remind them what it was like.
Everything that you had, your parents bought before credit scores, probably. So fucking burn it down. All right. I promised I wouldn't rail, so we're going to move right on to the next one.
Nice. Improvement. That was good.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to let you talk more. I'm trying to stop just going on my psychotic manifesto.
I have a dad blast thing that I feel like normally you would do, but it's my turn. I'm going to do it.
I'm so excited for this.
So, okay, I picked up the school superintendent for Des Moines, Iowa's schools and detained him on, I think he had a loaded firearm in his car. And if you're not a legal citizen, you can't have a firearm. Something like that. Whatever. It's I don't get why they specifically went after him if they were maybe thinking about going after a high profile person, because it's like, what'd we get? Like the head of the book cartel.
Yeah.
Like the dude's, he's a doctor. He's got his doctorate. Like basically,
was he actually a citizen? Like this is the first I'm hearing of this.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he got a notice to leave May of 2024. So it was like he came here as a student, and then just I don't know exactly how the immigration system works with student visas and all that, but he was able to just keep applying. But I think it just keep applying, but it lapsed.
So, from I understand very loosely.
So he's from Guyana.
Okay.
And he has his doctorate. He became the school superintendent like 2 years ago. And basically, my whole point is this guy's biggest crime is, okay, he's an immigrant who's got his doctorate. He's a school superintendent. It's like he had a loaded firearm. God forbid a guy in Iowa have a loaded firearm.
It's almost like I wonder if he had a fucking loaded firearm because he's afraid that he's going to get kidnapped out of the street by the fucking Gestapo.
And so basically this guy's biggest crime is that he's just living the life of an anime character. Right. He's a doctorate from Guyana with a like loaded firearm. He's like, by day, school superintendent. By night, guy with a firearm.
I know that you're not a big anime guy, and I haven't watched all of Sakamoto Days on Netflix, so if I'm getting this wrong, just butcher me in the comments.
Let him know on every single platform.
On every platform. But there's an anime on Netflix that I have on my watch list, and it's called Sakamoto Days, and it's about this guy who runs a convenience store that is a former like legendary assassin, and that's exactly who I'm picturing as this guy.
Literally.
He's like, I just think of like when Bane and Batman were fighting, and he's like, "Peace has cost you your strength," and then like that's exactly this guy is like. Finally, after all those years of fighting, like I survived whatever I left Guyana for. I survived doctorates and
it would make the story crazier if he was a child from the Jonestown compound.
That would be crazy.
Like, I think there's like a small Amazon book about the guy already, maybe about his like personal biography or something. But dude, if he was from the Jonestown compound too, that story,
honestly,
Netflix.
He should say he is, even if he's not. That story is crazy. Okay, so while we're on the ICE bullshit, hey, like over 1,000 people have just gone missing from Alcatraz. So
they didn't close it down?
No, they prevented expansion, from what I understand.
That's okay. That's different than closing
on
it down.
Protected land, and so but they're still operating part of it, and it's not like they have to have a state-of-the-art facility because it's a concentration camp, and anybody who's not MAGA is gonna understand that that's what that is.
They're not concentrating on giving them the best amenities,
right? And MAGA was all about them being like concentration camps when they were talking about, well, Obama put the kids in cages, and those were bad too. But these Alligator Alcatraz is like just a bastion of the cruelty of this administration, and now all of a sudden a third of the people that they had detained there are just missing. And on the ICE website, you go and you reach out and you try to reach your loved ones, and then just send you to the local county's Department of Corrections.
So we went to a large high school with a lot of students, and that's still more than our graduating class.
Yes.
Just disappearing.
Yeah, just gone. And so that's good. Also, Kash Patel is just the word. Like, it's not even conspiracy theories anymore. It's just this dude trying to make up. Like, this is what happens when you're in the brainstorming ideas of conspiracy theories, and you're just trying to make one that'll stick. And because Kash Patel wrote anti-ice in obvious blue ballpoint pen on a fucking bullet.
He did it himself too. His like short self ran over there real quick, and
he's like, oh shit, I gotta put something anti-ice on here. Anti-ice.
That was his direct orders. They were like, put an anti-ice message, and he was like, anti-ice message.
Yeah, and he's like, I ran out of room for message, but I got anti-ice on there. Yeah, that's the biggest bullshit. And also, by the way, if you're anti-ice, you're not going to kill detainees. You're going to kill the ICE agents. And he got none of those and shot 3 detainees.
What about the argument that the left can't aim?
Well,
is that possible?
It didn't seem to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saved you.
You did. You saved us.
I saved us.
That almost went bad, but yeah. Well, and which is it, guys? Are the leftists performing all these high profile killings, or can they not hit? Like, either way. So that was some other big news.
All right, this was pretty recent, and it was recent enough to get by you because this is pretty meme-worthy news. But Elon Musk was supposedly in the latest release of little drip of Epstein files.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just told you on a pause, and you were like, "Do what?"
Yeah.
You're like, do that one. It's got everything.
It does. And what's crazy though is like, I'm wondering what implications there would be for Elon, or if he's just going raised to earth and saying fuck it, burn him down, because he has been a huge voice in release the fucking files.
Yeah,
which, by the way,
because
release the files. Stop distracting. Stop being more fascist and dictatory, and just release the fucking files. At this point,
I feel like they released just the Elon part to get him out of the way or something. He's of no use anymore. Whatever.
My thing, though. Here's my thing. As somebody who I keep getting called a radical leftist, so whatever. We'll lean into it for this talking point. As a radical leftist, my whole point is the people who support Trump, even if he's in the files, don't give a shit, right? Because back in the day, if you said you were friends with a pedophile, you got the shit beat out of you and your friend. Now, you can be president if someone calls you a pedophile. And that just is what it is. And people that decided to support him, they voted for him twice, 3 times a lot of the time, in a lot of cases. Yeah. So, like, being a pedophile doesn't matter to them. So if he's in that, all that makes them do is openly admit that they're okay with it. And some people might be uncomfortable with it, but whatever. He's not going to lose any voters because those same people are in the comments on every social media site ever going, the files are a hoax or a Democrat hoax. And he's just going to spin it to make it more soluble for them, and they're going to swallow it down. It doesn't matter. What I want is to, like, we are realizing that all these conspiracy theories about a secret underground pedophile cabal that has ruled the government are actually probably pretty fucking true. I don't give a shit about him for right now. What I do give a shit about is, like, everyone on that list needs to be a bridge. And, like, that is... I am...
You are dad blasting off right
I am pro-peace, but... And, by the way, as a dad, you should want pedophiles to be fucking just gallows immediately. Because they'll come after your fucking kids. They will. And, like... You're letting them run the country. So, yeah, I'm dad blasting. Okay?
You're blasting.
I'm blasting off. But I don't give a shit. Like, fucking put Biden's dementia-addled ass on the guillotine, too, if he was on the fucking files. We know the Clintons were on there. We know Trump was on there. Now we know Elon was on there.
I think the way that Elon is in the files is more embarrassing and different because I picture him... just constantly nagging Jeffrey Epstein and being like, I'm trying to find the perfect specimen for my IVF girls. Please give me your choice ones.
That's
and they were just like, God, he's weird. He's sitting in the lobby just talking about genetics. And
have you ever seen Grandma's Boy?
He's not trying to have fun, man.
Have you ever seen Grandma's Boy?
Yeah.
He is the dude from Grandma's Boy. Like, what the fuck?
IVF.
But yeah, he's
only mentioned in the files as the weirdo in the corner.
Or he just happened to stop by, and because Epstein Island was the closest thing to him, he stopped by to get a drink.
Yeah, he stopped by to get a drink, and he was just on his Palm Pilot the whole time, and he was like, IVF.
I mean, he's
in vitro with young girls.
He's a piece of shit, but, like, I feel like I'm starting to think the dude is like not really into sex that much, because
No.
everything I've heard is like all of his kids were IVF kids.
Yeah.
Like all, I don't know.
I think power is good enough for him.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not here to defend the dude. I fucking think he's an asshole. I think he's disgusting. I think he's a piece of shit. But I just don't see him being like, and especially again, the dude was like, release him.
I feel so betrayed because I was one of those like guys who is now in his 30s who looked up to him in his like early 20s and read his autobiography and stuff. I was like, oh, this guy's so innovative and cool. Like, he's a different kind of billionaire to look up to.
Fuck. So complex and cool.
I'm so gullible.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I started that way with him too, because like when he was first introduced, like when people first started talking about Elon Musk, it was Tesla, it was electric cars, it was innovative ideas for the future, it was space travel, and you're like sitting here like, this is the dude who's gonna make the future that we saw in all those movies, and it turns out he's just another grifting piece of shit.
Turns out he had a great PR team.
Yeah, and his daddy owned an emerald mine, and like, dude, I just don't get that whole, like, the PayPal mafia. Like, Peter Thiel is a gay, racist, conservative man that has bought...
Reminds me of the SNL bit with Stefan. It's like, he's got everything. He's gay. He's racist. He's a Silicon Valley bro.
Yeah, like, that's it. That's what Peter Thiel is. And he's, like, the mastermind behind this. And it's like, dude, like, you have a husband. You don't think like you could have picked a different person. It's not like the Democrats have ever turned down the millions of dollars Silicon Valley has pumped into their pocket. Why back the idiot? Like, and
he's an edgelord at heart.
I guess
that's what it is. They all come from the edgelord.
I don't know, but
programmer side of the internet.
Anything funny to wrap it up? Any good news this week?
Probably somewhere. Good news has happened recently.
It's getting exhausting, though, us having to say that at the end of every episode, because
I will let you know when there is some good news. I'll be the first to tell you.
Oh, hey, one last thing, because we totally skipped the trucks because of the Elon Musk thing, but there's been a decrease in sale of big trucks, like shipping trucks, which is a key indicator that we are barreling towards a recession. So... here's a little good news. We might see a housing market crash, and just about anybody will be able to buy a house soon.
All right. So people are going to be coming. So I already own a house, so this is not good for me.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
What?
Anytime someone says market crash, I just picture people pulling the paneling off my house, and for some reason,
the bank just comes and wedges the piece off, and they're like, "This is ours now."
Yeah, they just kick me in the balls and start ripping the vinyl off the side of my house.
Listen, guys, like and subscribe to Save Phil's house, okay?
Yeah, please, for the love of God.
So I know that the last Dad Blast was heavy, and the last episode that was just recently released, the full length, got pretty heavy. So I think this one went a little more lighthearted. I had a lot of fun with this.
Thank God I don't have to worry about pulling so many clips out of that heavy ass episode last week.
Dude, that one was rough.
Yeah, you have helped me out this week.
I got to tell you though, honestly, like last week, I was also just completely serotonin, dopamine.
I could tell, and it's okay. That's what friends are for.
It was a rough week.
That's why I was trying to bring the energy.
But also, I feel like it's good to show the people that sometimes, like, hey, we're not on it 100% of the time.
No.
It's just is what
the
it
people
is.
who are on cocaine.
Yeah, well, and I can't legally take that, so
is what most people can't.
You're right. Well, that's true. Cocaine's still illegal pretty much everywhere. But yeah, so this was a good Dad Blast. Listen, if you have followed along this long, you obviously have been entertained by what we're saying, so go ahead and like, subscribe, share our channel with your friends. We do full-length episodes every Sunday. We do Dad Blast every Wednesday. So Dad Blast, Dad Blast, since this is still a new concept, I'll go over it one more time. Our Dad Blast is a 15 to 20 minute segment where we talk about current events for the week that preceded us. And of course, I find that every time we do one, just about the next day, something crazy happens.
Yeah, it does.
We could have done that.
Yeah.
And maybe if
they're going to have to stop us at some point because we're going to cause chaos.
If we can find the time, maybe we can start like filming them on a Wednesday and releasing them on a Thursday or something, so it's more relevant. But either way, right now we film on a Sunday, record on a Sunday, and so we.
And then everything happens immediately after.
As soon as we're done, like we're just talking about old news. But if you enjoy it, like I said, subscribe, like. Tell your friends. We actually have a new social media account now. We have a subreddit. So it's the Dad Voice Pod on Reddit, r/the Dad Voice Pod.
There you go. You're learning.
I'm learning. I'm new to Reddit. Phil's the Reddit guy, but and the TikTok guy.
Hard to believe. I know.
So follow us on TikTok. I do most of the YouTube stuff. We kind of share the Facebook stuff. So either way, you're going to be talking to one of us until we can afford a social media manager. So just, reach out if you want. Also, during our main episodes, we do something called Dad Advice when we get them. We've only ever had 2, but I'd like to get more. So if you're interested in asking us a question about parenting or the dad life or just having us respond to a thought that you had, just email us at thedadvoicepod@gmail.com and subject line dadvice, and we will read your email and you'll be able to be featured on an episode. And if you don't want your
congratulations.
Name featured, congratulations. Almost 60 of our subscribers will love you.
Even if you don't want to take the effort to talk to us directly, you can just tell ChatGPT, hey, I want to support some acquaintance that I have in his stupid ass podcast. Just give me a dad advice real quick.
Yeah,
and then
right.
You can just email that, copy and paste it.
That's
easy
right.
enough.
And some small town in the Midwest will lose water for a couple days. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Do it for us.
Do it for us. Drought the Midwest for the podcast.
We aren't in the Midwest, so I don't care about it.
That's right. It doesn't bother me. I'm not affected. But no, all seriousness, appreciate everyone hanging out. I feel like the outro was almost as long as the episode.
It was.
So, it's fun. But hey, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Yes, we will.
And if not, then we'll see you on the next Dad Blast. Also, last thing.
And if not on that, then it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
Thanks for checking us out for a couple episodes.
Point. But if you are listening on any platform like podcast, Spotify, anything that you can give us a rating, go ahead and give us a rating. Be honest, we love 5 stars, but if you don't feel 5, give us what you feel is honest.
It's fine, just click something.
Yeah, just click.
Please, just click something.
Like drag your hand across the keyboard.
Just click the dang subscribe button. Click the freaking review button.
He's blasting off. He's dad blasting.
Just click a button.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys next episode.